Pump up your willpower, brought to you by the FAB Quotient girls. So willpower plays a huge role in our lives, from hitting that snooze button first thing in the morning
to avoiding eating the whole packet when you just want one sweetie or chocolate.
Exactly, I battle with that, to resisting kind of losing your cool during the day, which can happen when we're frazzled at this time of the year. So if we think about willpower, it's acting on will. So getting things done when you want things done. And this is made more difficult by the kind of stresses we're going through. So currently, how we're looking at our lives and managing our stress. Plus, we put pressure on ourselves with long-term goals. So looking at the current and looking at the future, how do we pull these together? And most importantly, when we are acting on will, we feel in control, we feel satisfied, we have the happiness advantage, and I can't resist but saying it, we will feel fab. So it's a whole domino effect of how we pull this together. So willpower starts where? Here, in your nut. This is only 2% of your body weight, but it consumes 20% of the body's glucose. So we've got to think about how I use our heads.
Oh, well, as the dietitian, quite important to eat correctly, and that's why we spoke about that in the fueling video around willpower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you actually want to put the right fuel, your right snacking, right food into this head so that you can exercise willpower. If you think about your brain, it's in three parts, isn't it? The lizard brain, which is the automatic stuff, it's the emotional brain, and then it's the rational brain in the front here. So when you want to act on will or on demand, you've got to use this prefrontal cortex, this front part behind your forehead. So we're going to give you 2 techniques to do this.
And Joni, you mentioned you exercise willpower. Does that mean that you can actually train it? Like when I exercise, I can become more fit?
Good question. So it is a muscle that you build. And the more you use it, the luckier you get.
Because sometimes I wonder if people just have more willpower than another person, because it seems like some of my friends can achieve wonderful things and others completely can't. But actually, everybody can.
Everybody can. So some people aren't born more disciplined than others. They have just developed the tiny habits over time, which have been hardwired to become good habits, and therefore they have greater seemingly willpower, but it's just an accumulation of good lifestyle habits. So we're going to give you 2 techniques. The first technique is to kickstart your day in a different way. Why do we even suggest that? Because your willpower is greatest in the morning, and that will start the domino effect. So if you get out of your bed 5 minutes earlier, I mean, literally, how easy is that? 5 minutes earlier. And you just think, I'm going to spend the first 5 minutes of my day dedicated to me and my willpower. You lie on your bedroom floor, you give your right knee a hug for a minute, your left knee a hug for a minute, both knees a hug for a minute, that's 3 minutes. Roll over, and then here's the challenge. Can you do plank for 2 minutes?
That's excellent for your core and building body strength.
I mean, if you do no other exercise during the day, you do that. So that's 5 minutes, ending with the 2 minutes of plank. Don't try and aim for 2 minutes at the start because it's jolly difficult, but you will get there, and that will just set you up for success for the day. So when that mid-morning cake or these sweeties land on your desk or go past your desk, you think, I don't need it. Actually, I started in a good way today. I'll have a glass of water, and I don't need to snack on the wrong stuff right now. So that's your first tip. You start ingraining that, Celine, as a good habit. You will just reap the benefits in a very powerful way. The second is we all should have long-term goals. We should have things that we look forward to. So we should have a long-term goal of a special holiday that we want to go on, or a bucket list activity, or it may be even something related to exercise. So one of my long-term goals is comrades. And actually, when I'm feeling lazy during winter, I've got a little sign on my mirror that says, you love to do comrades. Keep going. So it's a simple kind of fun sign with a funny little picture if it will make you laugh. But keep in mind that, yes, we've got to deal with willpower day to day, but if you actually think on the horizon, there's good stuff to look forward to.
And I like the reminder on your mirror, because when you're brushing your teeth, that's a great place, or maybe in your car. I know that I've often put little messages in the visor, and then I'm reminded of them regularly because I spend a lot of time driving.
Yes.
So Joni, that's powerful, and I know the Kickstart Your Day Differently activity has worked. The days I don't do it, I feel different. I don't feel as in control. So I think starting your day, and then when I brush my teeth, I've forgotten about putting a little note about my long-term goals on my bathroom mirror. I'm going to do that. So I'll top and tail my day, and that is going to boost my willpower.
And less is more. That's all you need.